And we're here with Ron Darling. How are you? Reporting for Somos Latino VIP. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And as we understand, you're part of the 1986 championship team for the Mets. How were those days of grace?
You know, those days are great. There's been 2 championships in the Mets history. This is the 50th year they've been around. And I don't know, it's nice to be part of one of the 2 teams. And, you know, I know when I see the 69 guys here, it's always an exciting time. And to be part of any kind of championship team, that's what all players play for, and I'm just very proud that I was part of that.
Indeed. And speaking of old friends, I know here you see a lot of familiar faces, and of course one face that's not here is Gary, your former teammates, which we know he hasn't been doing so well health-wise. What are your thoughts on that, and any messages for him, his family?
You know, I've been in contact with Gary, and I will say that what we've gotten out of this horrible time is that we've seen how close his family is. We've seen how he's fought the disease, and I know we've gotten some bad news lately, but I think one of the things you learn through this whole process is that when we were young and dumb, we didn't know as well, but now we know that Gary's been what we've all wanted to be: a good husband, a good family man, and a good humanitarian. And as he fights the good fight, we're behind him 100%. Met fans and most baseball fans will remember he was a guy that didn't want to make the last out, so he's a special person.
Definitely, definitely. And what better way than to actually honor him and other former players than through this event. This is the 23rd annual Going to Bat for Bat, the fundraiser. How long have you been participating in this event?
Well, I've been participating almost all the years that they've been involved, and I think the great thing about BAT, and I think it's one of the best things we do, is it's called Baseball Assistance Team, and what it does is that it helps those that need help. I think we tend to emphasize now that the great players make $20 million a year. There are a lot of players who don't have health benefits, who weren't able to make $20 million a year, and I know today's player might not think it. They were just as good as the players today, even though they played in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So Baseball Assistance Team, what they do, when you break it all down, is that when players that are older have health problems, when players that are older have financial problems, they jump in and help alleviate a lot of those problems. It doesn't get any better than that.
And you're right, and what better way to say thank you for playing, for entertaining us, for being a team player than actually supporting them.
You always want to honor those that played before you, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Absolutely. They definitely just, you know, kind of just clear the road for us to just keep moving. And also I wanted to know a little bit about how is it, I mean, you're an analyst at this point for SNY. How do you see the upcoming season, especially for the Mets?
Well, you know, I think the easy thing for people around baseball is you consider that the Mets are not going to have a great season. You know, I disagree. I'm an eternal optimist. 2 reasons. When I played, I never went to spring training and said, you know what, we're going to finish in last place. Not once. Always knew you were going to finish in first, or aspired to do that. And secondly, they have a lot of players, injuries, and performance that didn't live up to snuff. And I think if those guys play it the way they're capable of playing, they're going to win games. They're going to win games often. And I believe in their manager, I believe in their general manager, and I believe in their players. And I think it's going to be, you know, it could be one of the most interesting seasons for the Mets this season.
Right, absolutely. And it's definitely a breath for fresh air to actually hear someone that has hopes in the Mets. And I do hope that this is going to be a great season for the Mets. I am a diehard Mets fan. It's no secret. And it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. And I want you now to send a special, I guess, salutation to Somos Latinos VIP.
Well, I want to thank all of you that watch, all of you that either watch us on SNY or listen to the great baseball radio team of the Mets. They're as good as it gets. And also that you'll enjoy the season. It's going to be positive, you know?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Y seguimos con Somos Latino VIP.